This is Twit.
Last year, Facebook ended a feature that allowed you to prevent people from finding you in Facebook's search by name. At the time, they allowed people who used the setting to keep it. Now that grace period is over. In the coming weeks, Facebook will be sending notices to users who still have that setting, explaining that it's going away and asking them to click OK, I understand. Facebook claims the setting causes confusion for users.
Google's announced an update to its terms of service that allows the company to include adult users' names, photos, and comments in ads shown across the web based on ratings, reviews, and posts that they've made on Google Plus and other services like YouTube. The new ad policy goes live on November 11th, but don't take to the streets just yet. Google says it will give users the chance to opt out of being included in the new endorsements, and people under the age of 18 will automatically be excluded.
GigaOM reports Google will rebrand Google TV to Android TV, according to their sources, among developers and hardware partners, folks like that. Sony, ST Microelectronics, and LG have all adroitly avoided saying the words Google TV in recent announcements involving the product. A Google developer event in Seoul was called Android TV Developer Day, and some developers have changed their online descriptions to say Android TV instead of Google TV. Google's Chrome and Android head Sundar Pichai told CNET previously he planned on announcing new Google TV hardware partners at CES. So I don't know, maybe they changed their name then.
The Guardian, not The Garden, reports that Skype is being investigated by Luxembourg's Data Protection Commissioner because of its secret involvement with the NSA spy program PRISM. Microsoft-owned Skype, which is headquartered in Luxembourg, could potentially face criminal and administrative sanctions, including a ban on passing users' communications covertly to the U.S. Signals Intelligence Agency.
German device manufacturer Sunflex announced a new Android tablet called Unu that can also serve as a small game console and smart TV. The 7-inch tablet runs Android 4.2 and includes a docking base, remote control, and video game controller for $250. If you don't care about the gaming, you can get a media-only version for only $200. You can pre-order now. GameStop lists availability as October 29th, while Newegg reports availability as November 8th. So I guess pick which one you believe.
Fingerprint Cards AB, which is a Swedish maker of biometric sensors, will request a police probe into a false press release that made the rounds, claiming it agreed to be bought by Samsung. It ended up boosting the stock for Fingerprint Cards AB 50% for the 17 minutes it was traded before being suspended by the Stockholm Exchange because of volatility. Trades on the stock and for peer company Precise Biometrics AB, which also surged, after the statement's publication, were canceled. Fingerprint Cards says it did not send the release and that it is a victim of fraud.
They need fingerprint sensors on all their
Yikes.
stuff. And they'd be able.
Yikes.
Many iPhone 5S users report getting a blue screen crash when using one of Apple's iWork apps, either Pages, Numbers, or Keynote. A YouTube user called Ellendale posted a video showing Pages crashing when accessed in the multitasking interface and giving a blue screen before rebooting. Report was first noticed by The Verge, but comes on Twitter, in the Mac Rumors forum, in Apple's official support community, and yes, many of those people are calling it a blue screen of death.
The U.S. Army is developing smart armor to give its troops superhuman strength. It's kind of like Iron Man stuff. The Tactical Assault Light Operator Suit, or Talos, would have an exoskeleton frame and layers of smart materials fitted with sensors. The suit would also need to have a wide area networking and a wearable computer similar to Google Glass, and be made of smart material fitted with sensors to monitor body temperature, heart rate, and hydration levels, says Lieutenant Colonel Carl Borges, a science advisor at the U.S. Army's Research, Development, and Engineering Command.
You can call it scavenging or posting or wise, but Apple is taking quick advantage of BlackBerry's decline. A few days after BlackBerry announced plans to lay off 40% of its workforce, Apple hosted a recruitment drive in Cambridge, Ontario, a mere 20 kilometers from BlackBerry's hometown of Waterloo. Most of the positions were in Cupertino, California, but Apple's invite sent to BlackBerry employees on LinkedIn promised assistance with immigration and relocation. Google Maps estimates it's about a 20-minute drive from BlackBerry headquarters to the hotel and an hour and a half by bus.
File this next one under really clueless. The New York Comic Con has been sending out tweets on behalf of its attendees, journalists, and celebrities that weren't actually written. And the tweets were published without these people's permission or knowledge. The tweets were apparently tied to attendees' convention badges, which have, among other things, RFID chips that are tied to a user's identity in order to curb counterfeit, and in many cases were tied to their Twitter accounts as well.
No.
People love it when you tweet on their behalf. Love it.
Yeah, no, absolutely love it. They
good.
Don't opt them into things.
Oh, yeah.
Don't, do all that stuff.
Ask for forgiveness, not permission.
That's right. And then when you apologize, say you're sorry, you're bad, because that's apparently what they did.